Yes, people. That one your name, be careful with the weed. You see what happened is when you have to be careful what is in the marijuana that you smoke. Because I found out the last time that people put rosemary in their weed. Rosemary, the thing that people using for food,
DT.
adite, they're using rosemary in their weed. They're using that thing, cigarette. They buying cigarettes and they put the cigarette in the weed. Now, one of the things that we have to be careful about with the weed is the chemicals that they use in the weed production. Now, in this country and in most other places, tomato is one of the crops that require the use of most chemicals, bactericides, fungicides, tomatoes, because tomatoes are very susceptible to disease, especially when there is a lot of water around. Very susceptible to bacteria. Tomatoes call for a lot of chemicals. And the same chemicals people use for tomatoes, the exact same chemicals, that's what they use in weed production in St. Lucia. So you have to be careful, because if you when you use these chemicals on tomatoes, you can wash the tomatoes and it will take out some of the residues. And by the way, when you use most of these things, you're supposed to wait 7 days before you can harvest tomatoes and some of those things. Now you have some conscious rastas who concern about the health of people, and they do not use all these harsh chemicals on weed. But there are some people, they produce weed and the whole thing in their head is money. So they don't really care about your health, they just pump chemicals into that. You understand? And again,
Even
Vided too.
Yes.
So, whereas you can wash the fruits, you can wash the fruits, you can, and the vegetables, you can put some, they call that baking soda in some water, and, how they call it, vinegar, and you can get rid of some of these chemicals. But what can you do with the chemicals that are in the weed? Because when you smoke that, that's going directly into your lungs. People, be careful who you get your weed from.
And the people them that planting the weed too, they have to stop them kind of things.
Yeah.
Because it's human being that does use them things.
Yeah, you have to be more conscious that it's people that using the weed. Don't just put chemicals in the weed and that going straight in the lungs of people. And you're getting a lot of people getting sick with that thing. If it is that you're growing weed, grow it in a clean way, so that the people don't get all them sicknesses they get in from them weeds. Because I know people that used to smoke weed from the time I was a child, a baby, and they're still alive and they never get nothing. You understand? But right now I seen too many young people getting affected.
But the man put in tobacco, they put in cigarette, they put in hemp, they put in hash, in a thing and smoke. When you smoke all them things together, what will happen to you? Sicky get in sicky.
As it is, the body was not made for them kind of smoke.
No.
Even if you're using pure weed without any chemicals, some people will still get affected by it. But it is worse when you put in all them things in weed gas. Rosemary, moun ka servi an manje, zo ka met san weed. Tout même se bay la zo ka servi pou toma dose la, zo ka met san weed.
Rosemary self have a kind of heat in that. You have to know how to use that. Rosemary, because when you put rosemary in the weed, that giving you information because it's too hot. Because rosemary is something that hot. You could put rosemary on yourself and make a soap.
Because the last time I was by Tira's Ghetto, and I was talking to the fellas about weed, how they ain't supposed to put the cigarette and them things. And one of them fellas telling me that once you drinking water, you can't get COPD, you know.
That joke, that.
A man tell me that, and the thing is that he's convinced, and he's trying to convince the other people. There are people that believe in those kind of misinformation, that if you drink a lot of water, you can't get COPD. I don't know where the man getting the information from.
So all the people them getting COPD,
Si,
they not
oui.
drinking water.
Si sa yo ka try di, tout se moun nan ka yon COPD, se pa dlo, akod yo pa abwed lo.
Yeah, not true. Guys.
Gasan, we have to be careful. Too many people dying with that COPD thing. Too many people dying with that vibe. And even those that are dead, they cannot work, they can't do nothing. After they make 3 steps, they can't breathe properly again.
What?
We're losing too many men in that COPD, Gasan.
But when you go Owen King, to see the amount of young man, not big man, no, not man like I, no, young man that lie down there and they cannot do nothing.
Yeah.
And all them man there in a row to dead.
Yeah. Ek, Gasan, moun ni pou ka stay oxygen. Ek, because soon ni COPD, most times se pa travay yo ka travay. But si fam ou pa gade pou we kon COPD, kon pou ka achete oxygen, ek ba ek kon han. On pou ka we doctor adele ou just collapse like ambulance ni pou men an doctor. Di fon test, di fon bagay. Ko ka pon lan pou fè se bay sa. Nou ni pou really recatch like rethink bagay with sa peyi ya. Même se moun nan ki ka do let them help this or whatever. You même ni pou ka make legislation in place. Because you la je with la you di okay, this decriminalize whatever it is that you is to me yourself yeah. But one of the problems we have is like people now feel they can smoke anywhere. Let's imagine you being under the bus stop. People sitting down under the bus stop with in the morning going to work. And some joker will just come and in the direction he'll stand up where in the direction of the prevailing wind, where the wind blowing strong. And he's seen everybody well dressed to go to work and he still doesn't have the manners to not smoke weed among people. And the thing is that weed smell can stick on you. You can go to work and everybody at work thinking that man smoking weed. Yeah. And you're dealing with people, you're dealing with clients. They don't know what kind of people you're working with. And for the people to be thinking that you're smoking weed, and look, you that man smoking weed and he come in and deal with us. But you on the bus stop and a guy just have no respect and no manners for nobody. And from the time they came with that decriminalization thing, some fellas had the wrong concept and them fellas believe that they can do what they want. They need to be laws where you can't do them things if in the presence of people like that.